rush is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. The ground, this is Joe Mixon, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
28, Joe Mixon.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now it's Burrow. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Gerald Everett is tied in, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Curtis Weaver with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. A solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at the 40. They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Mayfield to throw it. He'll rifle this one deep. It's caught inside the 25.
Go time, baby.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football. All right, when you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us to rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Wow. And This defense looking like they have come to play. The pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Ski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them wiggly, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Extra point up and through, and it's now 14-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
On second down, Burrow. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. So now 2 pick sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
Well, number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing the second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head and walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now Burrow to throw on second down. He finds an opening past the 40. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Bengals.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. So you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
From midfield now, Burrow. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he is going to have a Bengals first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
4 yards.
They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. Now Joe Mixon takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, as the defense rallies quickly after the nice move. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's Sam Cook now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. 21-0 our score after 1.
With the score, Browns 21, Bengals 0.
Here's Sam Cook now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started, and they're open to the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A handoff is it. From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
The Browns send out their punter now. Back deep, Deontay Harris. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
Their own 22-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but well, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
On second down, here's Burrow. And he'll find Everett there, complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From the gun on third down is Burrow, eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Greedy Williams picks it off. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
55 is mine, guys, 55. Check 50, check 50.
Following the interception, Mayfield. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd.
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. Watch the run, watch the run, watch the run. Regular.
From the gun, Mayfield. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
I'm the best in the game. I'm the best in the game.
All the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Hey, correct me if I'm wrong. That was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D.
Burrow will throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
6 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now it's Burrow. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Myles Garrett make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
A first down throw for Mayfield. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Regular. Man, I got you. Run. 55 to Mike. Check, 55 to Mike. I want that. Give me that ball, defense.
3rd and long for Mayfield. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10.
Point it right. Watch the run. It's south, baby. That's baby south. Mike 55. Hey, eat. All day, baby. Got it.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
At the Bengals' 16-yard line.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Kings.
They'll try to run this one in. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set them back for 2nd down.
A 5-yard loss leads to 2nd and goal at the 10-yard line.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
Let's go, defense. Hey, here we go. Check. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Cover. Mike 55. Mike 55. Go. Go.
Alert, alert. Alert, alert.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Pass thrown away and incomplete. It's now 3rd and goal.
Third and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt.
Hey, alert 33. Let's make these babies crawl all the way back home. Mike 55, Mike 55.
Final play of the half, Mayfield. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Incomplete. Intended for Austin Hooper.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And his kick is good. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Austin Seibert set to kick off.
The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. Browns drive about to get started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
Real.
Mike 55. Check 55. Mike. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. Check.
Alert, alert. Alert, alert.
Let them know. Let them know. Let them know. Let them know.
They go play action. Mayfield. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. I'm here all day. Kill. Mike 55. Mike 55.
Hurry.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
3rd and 8.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down.
Mike 55. Mike 55. Hey, eat. Hey, hurry.
Field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Mike 55.
Play fake. Mayfield. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first.
6 yards.
Then we got to give a little tip of the cap for the defense there. Zone coverage, locked it in tight, made it really difficult because they tried the crossing route against it, and it worked for a completion, but you have to know where the sticks are on third down. Didn't get beyond them, no pickup.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
Mike 20, Mike 20. Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl.
Back to Mixon on first down. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Mixon, the ball.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
Hey, Mike.
Here's Burrow. Dancing to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Here's Sam Cook now as he'll punt it away for the fourth time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown as his guys continue to pour it on. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
It's a gain of 53.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Flush to his right. And he's got it. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Here's a run with Mixon, and he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon with touchdown number 7 on the year. And it's for pride now, but the Bengals get a bit closer. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 39-yard line.
3rd quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10.
55's mine, guys. 55. Quit talking about it and bring it.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Mack Wilson able to put an end to that play, and in so doing puts an end to this 3rd quarter. And we're back now here in Cleveland. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Now Burrow. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Grant Delpit. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
And finding the tight end Hooper. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Mayfield now. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Bring it, baby, bring it. Come on, boys. Time to go to work. Let's go.
Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
At the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A draw play for Mixon. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 10 yards there on a Bengal 1st. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Mixon on the toss right. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Here's Sam Cook now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Able to push his way through. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I
we share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A big play there. 84 yards as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
It's now second.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Mike 20. It's going to be a long day. That's going to be...
Again, it's Burrow on 2nd and 10. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. 16 yards, a 1st down.
To me, there's nothing like watching rookie effort in the NFL. So excited to be there. They're going to give you the max on each and every play, aren't they?
Well, he proved himself on that catch, that's for sure.
I think he may have proved himself to the point where he's going to get a 2nd year.
Burrow on play action. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Myles Garrett has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
Mike 20. I got one.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. And now here is another interception. Greedy Williams. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Mike 20.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 21. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go.
10 yards on the pickup.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal as some good running there gets them down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And a short return to the 6-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Grant Delpit. He won't get in, but they are going to have the football in a great spot. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll take over first down and goal at the 3-yard line.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
Brings up second and goal.
On second and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
And he puts it through.
Makes the score Browns 58, Bengals 6.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And this is dropped in incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time has run out on this ball game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Browns, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Tampa Bay Buccaneers come to town. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they've fallen out of things now as they sink to 3-8. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.